What's up, guys? My name is SnyperSama, but you can call me Sniper. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we got something a little different, and the reason I decided to make this is because I initially did these when I was first making YouTube videos on Monster Hunter Wilds way back in March of last year when the game first came out. They weren't received very well, and I think part of that was because I didn't really have a very good style when it came to this game. It felt like I liked a lot of armor pieces that a lot of people didn't. But most recently, in a lot of my YouTube videos, I've gotten a lot of questions about some of my most recent fashion hunters. And because of that, I figured I would do a video showcasing all of them as the final video for this week. So today, we are going to be showcasing some of my favorites, starting with Sentience. Sentience is the one that I have been getting most talked about in YouTube comments. And unfortunately, it is behind the paywall of you need the Cosmoloid pieces. However, if you can get them, it's very, very easy to create. First off, you have the Dreamwalker Helm Alpha. This is from the Halloween event. If you had gotten it and you had crafted it, you're able to create this build. Okay. All in all, it's very, very easy because everything is white, meaning 00100 in your color digits, but the helmet is going to be 230, 100, and 23, at least for me. Let it be known, I am partially colorblind. So, this should be how it looks for you guys, but if it doesn't, I apologize. Make it look how it looks good for you, okay? Then we have the Cosmoloid chest, the Cosmoloid van braces, Ceremonial Coil Alpha. This is from the most recent Lumen Hymn event, or the Christmas event, or the holiday event. It is going to be from that. And last but not least is the Cosmoloid boots, which you can't really see, but it does lend itself to kind of mesh very, very well. Okay, next up, another one that I've been getting a lot of comments about is Frogman. I don't know why I like this one so much, and I don't know why you guys do either, but it felt like it was appropriate for me to go ahead and showcase. So, for it, we have our head, the Geladron Mask Alpha. This was from an event quest. I'm not 100% sure which one it was. In fact, I'm actually going to look it up while I am in the middle of recording this, just so that I can tell you guys exactly what it was. It is from also the Halloween event, unfortunately. So, because it is unfortunately from the Halloween event, if you guys did not get it then, I apologize, but you might have done the event quest during the Halloween event to get it. You needed the catalogs. But it is the Pinion Necklace, which is also, ironically enough, from an event. Omega Van Braces Alpha, which can be substituted, just for the record, for the Toe Bean Mittens. Omega Accessory, which is only to kind of hide the belt. If you really wanted to, you could put whatever you wanted here. There's a couple different options. Most recently, you could do like the Blessed Waist Chain. It doesn't really change a whole lot. It's very minimalist. It's just to kind of showcase like the boxer belt. And then last but not least, from the summer event, the Offie Sandals Alpha. As far as the colorations, you have 000 on most of this. However, there is a little bit, at least to me, of like a goldish orange, which is 30, 72, and 100. Another one that I have gotten comments about are the Slayer, the Monster, and Nemesis. And these all kind of follow the same premise. We'll go ahead and start with the Slayer. This is going to be the Guardian Rathalos Helmet Alpha, Gogmazios Male Alpha, Gogmazios Van Braces Beta, Bale Flanchard, which is going to be specifically from fighting the base Omega, and then is going to be the Arch-Tempered Ray Dow Greaves. All in all, I really like this setup. This is one that I use a lot. And it's just because it kind of gives that like old-time Monster Hunter vibe of, hey, I see you, I'm going to carve your skin and make a new pair of boots vibe. And I really, really like it. So, if you are looking for more of a Monster Hunter-y vibe, this is what I would go with. Color scheme is going to be 240, 68, 21 on one piece of the helmet. As far as the next couple pieces is going to be 0074 for that little bit of gray / white, a little bit of a darker gray, and this is going to lend itself to the coil of 0025. And then the final set of 3 blues are going to be 220, 69, and 32. This is going to complement very, very well, at least to me, mind you, like I said, colorblind, the reds match very, very well to each other. I think they're about the same, but I could be completely wrong. And as well as down here, a lot of these little like spikes that look like they're the same shade of red. To me, I could be completely wrong, and maybe this looks terrible. Let me know in the YouTube comments. Seriously, like I don't see very much of a difference. These look a little lighter, but very, very, very barely. So, Monster and Nemesis are both the exact same thing. The only thing that separates them is the variation of color schemes. So, Monster, Gormagala helmet, Gargmazius Alpha, Gargmazius Beta, Gargmazius Alpha again, and then Raydao. The only blue on here is 2206932, and it's just to give us this little bit of a glow, because if we were to change this, it ends up changing kind of the whole theme. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the Nemesis. This is just kind of one of the few that I really like because it pairs very, very well with all of our Gogma Ardian weapons, if you like the style of how they look, which I do for some of them. At least for me, it blends very, very well. We have the Omega Earcuffs Alpha. This is not a requirement. This literally was just because, like another one, very, very minimalist. If you have something else, you want to do the sealed eye patch, you could do so. If you wanted to do the aviator shades, or maybe you want to use analytic eye or the mirror visor, all of these things work. It's kind of whatever works for you. I just happen to really like the minimalist of the Omega Ear Cuffs. Now, for this, it is going to be very, very easy. Gargmazius Male Beta, Gargmazius Vambraces Beta, the Bale Flanchard, and the, once again, Arch-Tempered Raydao Greaves. These Greaves just look really, really good. All of the colors are going to be 000, and then all of the blue, or all of the blacks are going to be 000. All the blues will be 219, 69, and 100 to let it blend together seamlessly. I really like the combo of the Gargmazios gear with the Bale pieces because, like I said, these reds look very, very good to me. I think they're perfect, but I'm colorblind. What do I know? Okay. Now, fan favorite that a lot of people have been talking about in the YouTube comments, Mr. Do. Mr. Do is probably one of my favorite ones to rock just because of how insanely bright it is. All you need is Analytic Eye, the Penny and Necklace. This is Cyberpunk accessories. This is a paid DLC as well. And these Cyberpunk kicks, also paid DLC with the Blessed Waist Chain. This is going to be, at least for the green, 120, 100, 100. And you can see it is literally like, it reminds me of the old commercials about drinking Mountain Dew, which is why he's the non-official Mountain Dew sponsor. As far as the rest of it, it's just 000, all black. And the last couple are going to be Snow King and Dark Future. The Snow King is one that I've gotten a couple of comments about, and it just kind of lends itself to kind of be the epitome of what I would assume rules, you know, like Jindahad's domain. Like, I feel like this guy would ride Jindahad into battle. So, we have the Cosmoloid helmet. The reason we are using this is it kind of gives us the little bit of a neck coil like armor. We have the Dahad Shardmail Gamma and the Dahad Shard Braces Gamma. Both of these are from Arch-Tempered Jindahad. We have the Ceremonial Coil, just like from the Lumen Hymn, or just like one of the other builds from the Lumen Hymn event. And last but not least, we have the Ray Sandgreaves Gamma. I really have a problem with these Arch-Tempered Greaves. I seriously love them so much. I think they look so good with everything. It's really hard to take them off. And last but not least is we have one of my newest ones. And ironically enough, the one that I didn't think anybody was going to like, which is my Dark Future. Basically, the idea behind this build, or this look, was something that looked like it belonged in the future as a kind of dark entity. Something to worry about. And that is going to lend itself to have the Cosmoloid helmet, the Bale Curious Alpha, Cosmoloid Vambraces, Bale Flanchard Alpha, and the, once again, Arch-Tempered Raydao Greaves. The reason we are rocking it like this and why all of it still seems to go together is because most of this is in the black setup. If we were to change our helmet, it would end up white, or it would end up with a little bit of a silver tint to it. And I didn't want either of those. So we have all of the black, and then the gold kind of matches, at least in my opinion. You guys can let me know in the comments, but I feel like the colors on the gauntlets and the helmet are very, very similar to the bale pieces. And the way I was able to make that color mimic is with the color scheme of 36163. Bear in mind, like I have said, I'm colorblind, guys. I am struggling to make good fashion. This is what I thought. Overall, though, this is going to be the video for the week. I wanted to showcase some of the things that everybody's been talking about, especially in YouTube comments. You guys have all been like, hey, what's that layered armor? That looks sick. And, well, here I am to tell you, these are some of my favorites and the ones that I've been showcasing the most. If you have any other questions about what different outfits I might have, or you're looking for some inspiration, maybe you want to showcase your own fashion, let me know. Make sure to join the Discord. When you guys do, we literally have a tab called Fashion Hunter where you can showcase it, and maybe if it's cool enough, I will end up making it myself and showcasing it in another video. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you all for coming and watching. Thank you all for hanging out. Don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. If you guys are interested in other games, as well as learning a little bit more about me and talking to me in real time, not just watching a YouTube video, let it be known that I stream most nights over on Twitch at twitch.tv/SnyperSama. I'll see all of you in the next one. Farewell. I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.